Look at these guys. Hey guys, welcome back. Today's gonna be a quick stint in the garden. And I say quick because it is 98 degrees and hot and it's the middle of the day. So I don't wanna stay out here too long. As you guys know, we've been fighting with the garden since last year. And I gave you guys some tips on how I've been trying to help manage it. And it's really paying off in this heat. Okay, so first and foremost, I apologize for the wind noise, but we got our fans going on in here. The greenhouse is doing amazing. These were our reject tomatoes, and they've taken over that raised bed. Look at these guys. We've got one back here that's almost ready. So, despite it being in the mid-90s today, I don't know if you can see that, it's 99 in the greenhouse. And between this fan that we installed, the automatic roof vent openers that we have installed, the open doors and the fans, this greenhouse is doing amazing. Now here are some more of our raised beds, and I've got this over the strawberries to keep the birds out, but this stuff's all doing really well. It struggles for moisture because the raised beds tend to want to dry out a little faster, and it's really hot. So these guys are doing a little bit of water. Oh, look at this. These are butternut squash that we planted. There's just some extra seeds I had that I threw into this flower bed, and they're taking over. And this is the main attraction. As you can see, we had snap peas on this trellis, and for some reason, and I believe again it was soil quality, those did not survive. However, all the marigolds did. And one acorn squash down at the very end is still hanging on. So we've been nurturing that along. You know, I showed you guys this weed barrier, and this has been a lifesaver, not having to weed as often. And the best part is we're actually starting to get some stuff. Got several squash. We got a few in there that some bugs have been getting at, which we've been fighting off, but nothing too bad. The squash bugs haven't been too horrific this year. Chickens will like that. Makes it really easy to see the root stems for the squash vine borders, which, knock on wood, we haven't seen any this year. So you'll see some of these are still struggling a little bit. Again, still soil quality issues. I've been slowly adding higher quality soil and some compost and a little bit of fertilizer in with these. But even the little plants, they're doing pretty good. A couple of volunteer tomatoes here. Mother Nature has been trying to take them out. So this one's still holding on, but we'll see if it survives. One thing that we've been really struggling with are our green beans. So they took really well. We got most of the row, but something's been eating on them. And I'm not 100% sure. I thought maybe it was rabbits or deer at first, but then I realized they're chewing from the bottom, and I came to the conclusion after some research that it might be rodents. And so this poor plant has been attacked several times, as has that one. And we had several completely chewed off and broken. So that's been really frustrating, having to kind of combat that. I've tried several different things, some deterrents and stuff, so I threw some diatomaceous earth around it, and that seemed to work last time. So hopefully we don't get any more chewed off, but you can see several of the lower leaves and stems are being attacked, but we've gotten several loads of green beans, which is awesome. And there's several more that are ready to come off of here. Well, almost ready. I think my wife's already been out this morning and picked some. This poor guy here was also chewed on recently. So, if you got any tips for battling rodents, let me know. Or if you might know what else it could be. Here's the biggest surprise for me. This is zucchini. And they're gigantic. And they're doing so good. I've been trying to work on thinning these out a little bit, but look at that. That's one plant. It's just going crazy. I've never seen a zucchini plant quite that big. This is waist high on me. That's a tall plant. Got this one. He's a little more modest, but he's also producing. Got good zucchini there. And then of course this one's actually almost up to my chest. And of course we got one more here. So just these few have been putting out enough zucchini for us to have several every week. In fact, I think there's one ready right there. Yeah, right there's one. That. I'll be honest, I thought I was going to lose the garden at one point. Then over here, a few pepper plants. They're hanging on. They haven't been doing super hot, but some of that I found out was they weren't getting enough water. And that goes for some of these tomatoes too. They were struggling to get enough water. They are producing like crazy. And these are the little sweet cherry tomatoes. Some more marigolds that are getting ready to bloom. And then lots and lots of tomatoes. Now, with the heat wave, as you can see, I'm a little behind on weeding, which is not good, but doing what I can. I know it ain't much to look at, but I'm proud of my garden. And my wife's been helping me keep up with it a lot. And we've been having some awesome meals because of it. Seriously, if you guys are growing in a greenhouse and it's 90 plus degrees, you should really consider getting some fans like the one that I have that's built in, the exhaust fans. Get you some roof openers and look at the shade cloth. I think those three things together have made a huge difference in my greenhouse. And I have a video about that. So I'm actually going to take you guys inside the house and show you what we've been harvesting the last week or two. All right, guys, bringing you in here to the kitchen to show you what we've been getting. And so those 4 zucchini plants, and really only 2 of them have been producing all of this, and that one, and that one, plus like 4 or 5 more that we've already eaten. Even though we're short on bean plants and they're getting attacked, that is 2 days of beans, and there's more in that bucket. And then of course all the squash, same deal. And we've eaten more of the yellow squash, and these are yellow straight neck summer squash. And I mean, we're getting it's an abundance of food from a fairly modest garden. And we've gotten a tomato, which I bruised up a little bit getting off the vine. We've had a few fried tomatoes. Of course, sneak off a green one every once in a while, because who doesn't like a fried green tomato? But yeah, and little cherry tomatoes. These make a great snack. So the point of the whole video is to say, don't give up on your garden. Last year, garden was a disaster. We got very little. This year, we're getting an abundance, even though we've had a lot of challenges in our garden. The time, the weeds, pests problems, and we're trying to, as much as possible, do organic gardening, and it's a lot of work. It's tough, but keep at it. We haven't had to buy any sides from the grocery store in like 2 weeks, and right now we've got enough food. If we take care of it to last us for like another month. And we've only been picking for roughly 2.5, 3 weeks. And there's a lot more ready to go out there here soon. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you get a little bit of encouragement not to give up on your garden. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.